Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Samurai Warriors 2. Welcome Ara World and Berainer. Yeah, today was a holiday for us here in Indonesia. We are celebrating our 81st Independence Day. So we actually got a 3-day holiday. It's a long weekend, and yeah, more time to relax, more time to sleep for me. But yeah, it's been a great weekend for me. Sunday and Monday I used for just napping and relaxing. On Saturday I use it for alpha. The way your voice acting is, hey, appreciate it, man. Our world, thank you for the compliment. Yeah, I've seen your comments on my shorts when I did see my E. It was just like a little fun project to find, and I just kind of want to try. Hey, I want to try impersonating Sima Yi, and give my own take on the character, as cringe as it may sound. But yeah, I got your comments, read them, and a lot of you guys actually liked it, and I appreciate it. I haven't replied to every single one of you. I'll reply them later. But I'm really thankful that you guys are saying nice, good stuff about that, that voice acting as Sima Yi. Expect more voice acting content in the future as shorts. I'm actually kind of enjoying it because I've done like fan voice actings in group projects, with the Limit Break group, mostly Japanese and Indonesian voice acting. But yeah, I'm not saying I want to go to professional. It's just that it's kind of like one of those. Yeah, it's just a nice fun hobby or a nice fun projects to do outside of my main content and also my real life stuff. You get what I'm saying. All right, so enough of the chit chat in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are going to play as Oichi's second husband. I mean, what about voicing Basara? I'm considering. I'm considering. My issue with Basara voice acting is that it's mostly in Japanese. I need to find the right transcript for it, and finding transcripts, finding Japanese transcripts of Segoku Basara is rather difficult for me. Well, perhaps it's not as difficult. It's just that most of them comes from local Japanese websites, so everything is in Japanese. Everything's in kanji, hiragana, katakana, which I have trouble reading. I need to use romaji to read Japanese. Even that I stutter. I recommend you voice. No, I do not know. I don't think I want to voice Yukiwara. I do not want to kill my throat by doing that. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're going to play as the Devil Shibata, Oichi's second husband. Yeah, let's complete her entire family. We played Oichi, we played Nagamasa, so tonight we are playing as Shibata Katsuie. Samurai Warriors 2 Xtreme Legends was his debut game, right? As a playable, he actually appeared in Samurai Warriors 2 as a generic. He used the generic spear. But finally, they gave him twin axe, like Pang De. Yes, the twin axe originally belonged to Pang De, not Zhang Liao, Pang De, right? But he has two giant axes, unlike the halberds or the pikes with Pang De. But I dig his weapon, I dig this weapon, and it does fit his brute personality. So, without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, we're starting at Okahazama. Irashaimase. Let's see, bodyguards. Let's use a sumo. All right. I think that's it.
今川が動いた。その数4万じゃ。大殿の下地が下った。我らも出るぞ。納得いかねえ。納得いかねえぞおじき。10倍もの敵にどう戦う。佐久は信長様から何も聞かされてねえのか。ただ負けるだけの戦っていうなら柱顔で語りな。年家、わぬしは何者ぞ。俺はもののくだ。なれば納得など無用。わしらの魂はすでに戦場ぞ。分かったぜおじき。鬼柴田が軍の魂見せてやろうじゃねえか。
Welcome, Mega Hobbit and Kurosawa Mamika. It's been a while, Mamika. Good to see you here. Yeah, I know, Katsuie has the same voice actor as Mitsunari, Takamoto Eiji, who also voiced Loki in Gao Ranger. Yeah, okay, everything is fine. Works well. Alright, let's use the sumo. Alright, starting off at Okahazama against the Imagawa. Let's go. It's a big shame, like I said, that Okahazama was left out in Vanilla Summer Wars 2. Oh, hello Senja. Opinion about monetization change? What was the major change? Again, I was a bit uninformed about that. I didn't really follow the new TOS. I think it's mostly about people who are not monetized yet, right? In order for, like, the one I'm familiar with is that if you're a new channel, you need to get at least 2,000 subs now before being monetized. When previously it was 1,000, right? As far as I'm concerned, small channels had, yeah, they doubled the number. Well, when I started the channel, I need 4,000 watch hours. Again, I'm not too familiar with the rest of the changes, but I kinda understand why they did that, okay? They wanted to prevent, AI channels or slop content being monetized because, ever since it's easier to make videos on AI, people started making content, people started making, slop content, AI slop content. Not to mention people started stealing other people's content. I think, again, I kind of understand why they do that, but I'm not too knowledgeable of the rest of the changes, so I don't really have a major opinion whether I agree or disagree with that. I'm just looking at it in their lens, why they do that. So, yeah. Probably the best thing you can do right now when it comes to changing, like, YouTube is ever changing, okay? In my opinion, at least, you should understand. Let's say if you want to make videos on YouTube. For me personally, I make videos. I make content on YouTube because it's fun. Okay, I legitimately do this as a hobby. the money I earn from ad revenue, your donations, I use it as pocket money. You know, I use it like as an extra income for me. If my primary income is still from my main job, right? From my main job, from my main job. Or probably from some other side jobs, I do freelance, right? But right now I don't do freelance because I focus more on my main job. But yeah, I treat YouTube ad revenues as nothing more than pocket money right now. Katsuie's his skill is OP. Yeah, then get rid of AI channels. Yeah, exactly. Again, I know. You might think, oh, why not just YouTube get rid of AI channels? Just imagine how many users on YouTube right now. Like how many AI channels, AI slop channels exist on YouTube right now? How many like how many low effort re-upload channels that exist on YouTube right now? It's gonna be difficult for a human moderator to erase every single one of them. Unless you use a bot, and we all know how the YouTube bot is, right? Yes, exactly. Mega Hobbit. Small channels now need 8,000 watch hours instead of 5. Well, back in my day it was 4,000. I think it was 4,000, not 5,000. To be honest, same. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome Rafael. Katsuie and his OP skills. Yeah, every attack is now an explosion. But I feel like level 1 Katsuie is pretty weak. Katsuie gets insanely stronger as he progresses. Back in the older days, it wasn't even watch hours, it was sub counts, I do believe, in views. I'm not sure about the old days, okay? I started YouTube in 2020, so... Again, need to make sure on that. Yeah, shame he couldn't call his horse. Easily the best change that Koei gave in their later games, the ability to call your horse. It started here, but after this game, everyone has the ability to do it. And kudos for Koei to do that, Omega Force to do that. And we're gonna get that mechanic as well in Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. Yeah, but his R1 drained his Musou bar. Whoa! Final Atomic Buster? Let's go! Easily my favorite Okahazama theme. On YouTube, can I mention download games or emulator tutorials? Or is it against YouTube? Wait, are you asking or is that a statement? I know like downloading ROMs is against YouTube TOS, but I don't think emulator tutorials are against YouTube TOS. Because emulators themselves are actually legal. Yeah, emulators are fine, exactly, Megabit. Emulators are fine. It's downloading ROMs. That's why a lot of like, a lot of emulator channels, they tell you how to run it, but they don't tell you how to get the games, and also they also don't tell you where to get the BIOS. What isn't it swearing constantly? Nah, Hobbit. This is a family-friendly channel, remember? Yeah, I ain't fighting Tarakatsu. Not in this state. Final Atomic Buster. Nice. Stop. I see I uploaded a video about PS1 emulator and download ROMs immediately banned. Yeah, again, do not do I'm just saying, don't promote download links, especially video game download links. Unless that game is an open source. Like, for example, I talk about Streets of Rage Remake, and I attach the download link for Streets of Rage Remake on my video because, again, that game is free. It's an open source. But when it comes to like PS1 games, emulated games, yeah, I always say to people, go find it, Google it. You'll find it. But what's the reason for not including games? Again, piracy. It's copyright reasons. They're, video games, even the retro ones, are protected IPs. Again, I'm not an expert when it comes to these things. You can find it on YouTube. I think there are a lot of videos discussing about that topic a little bit better. Yeah, exactly. Now, I played my games on emulator, like this one, for example. I use an emulator and a ROM to play this, right? As long as I'm not promoting, like, download, well, I've actually said that multiple times, play emulated games. As long as I'm not actively giving the download link, it's fine. GDI Profar same brain cell. Yeah, again, I am all for emulators. Don't get me wrong. Like, I play a lot of my games on emulators. Well, hell, in fact, I think I've spent more times. I've spent more time on emulated games than actual games on my Steam account. This video is sponsored by Koei Tecmo. I swear, like, Koei, if you decide to release this game on PC, with English translation, I'd buy that. I'd buy that a bit.
I'd buy that for $1.
How's Alpha? Hey, Peter. Alpha's great. I had a lot of fun, you know. And now I'm broke as shit. I didn't spend a lot at Alpha. I really didn't spend any didn't spend any on merches. The only thing I spent on were the ticket, the meet and greet, and an iced tea. That's it. I was running on very, very thin budget. Now I'm broke as fuck. But you know what they say? It's better to be broke because you buy. It's better to be broke because you bought the things that you want than to be broke without buying anything at all. Because I was like, you know that last Alpha, Hidaka Noriko came, right? Hidaka Noriko was one of the guest stars for Alpha. She was promoting the new Detective Conan movie. She was also the voice for Kikyo in Inuyasha, and you know I like Inuyasha. Inuyasha is my favorite anime, and Kikyo is one of my favorite characters. So the fact that she came to Alpha, and there was you can buy a meet and greet session with her. It's something that I will not miss, because I may never get another chance of meeting Hidaka Noriko. So it was money well spent. I got an autograph signing. We also got a group picture, and yeah, it was amazing. Meeting Hidaka Noriko was like, for me, it was a full circle moment in life. The iced tea was the most expensive thing. You stole that from exactly. You stole that from RoboCop. To be honest, a lot of retro games should be on Steam. I 100% agree. Especially Koei games. Come on, Omega Force. You want money? I'll give you money. Give me Samurai Wars 2 HD and Samurai Wars 3Z on Steam. In English. Yeah, I don't know about that. You wouldn't want to be broke at all. I mean, I don't want to be broke. Nobody wants to be broke. But, you know, my options were, I'm going to be broke. Like, here, okay, welcome to the stream with Yoni. So, my options were going to Alpha, meet Hidaka Noriko, and then be broke. Or, not going to Alpha, and then be broke. Okay? So, either choices, for me, okay? In my situation, both choices lead me to being broke. Okay? It led me to go broke. So if I'm gonna go broke regardless, I might as well go broke with a bang. You know, I might as well go to Alpha, meet Hidaka Noriko. You know, you could say my childhood hero. Meet Hidaka Noriko because I may never get a chance to meet her again. Meet Hidaka Noriko, get an autograph signing, have a blast in Alpha, and then be broke. Right? Well, you know, I'm not going to be broke not to mention I'm not going to be broke forever. I'm just waiting for the paycheck at the end of the month. You know, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. But I'm super autistic about my. No, you're not alone. I'm pretty autistic about my cash. I'm not a good financial manager. I'm a good financial spender, if you ask me. Yeah, that was my option, Yoni. Option A, go to Alpha and be broke. Option B, not go to Alpha and then be broke. So the best option was go to Alpha and then be broke. Money equals opportunity, but also if you don't spend money, the regret of missing something you could have done will haunt you forever. Exactly. At least I'm spending my money that's worth it. Again, nobody wants to be broke. I don't want to be broke. Okay. But I know I'm not going to be broke forever. Like Dave Chappelle said, you know? You are not poor, guys. Nobody of you are not poor. And poor is a mentality. All right, you're not poor. You're just broke. And broke is a temporary condition that hopefully all of you guys can overcome. You know, I sincerely think, I sincerely believe that all of you guys, you know, all of you guys are prosper. Amen. I never gave in to FOMO. No. Exactly. Yoni, listen to me. Me getting an alpha ticket and go to the meet and greet of Hidaka Noriko has nothing to do with FOMO. It's absolutely not FOMO. Hidaka Noriko voiced Kikyo, a character that I grew up watching 25 years ago in Inuyasha. It's kind of like what happened 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, at IGX, Koshiro Yuzo came to Indonesia. Koshiro Yuzo came to IGX. And when that announcement was dropped, I said to myself, I'm not missing him. I am not missing meeting Koshiro Yuzo at IGX. And you know what? I ended up meeting him, right? I ended up meeting him. I ended up, you know, getting a photograph and an autograph signed by him. And Koshiro Yuzo actually subscribed to my channel. That's, you know, that's just one of the flex. Last year, Harada, you know, Tekken's Harada came to Indonesia. I said to myself, no, I am not, for whatever reason, you know, I'm not, unless it's very urgent, I'm not missing a chance to meet Harada. Okay, I'm not missing a chance to meet Harada. And guess what? That was the last time Harada was involved in something Tekken related, you know, before he left his position at Bandai Namco. So that was the only time I can meet Harada in regards to Tekken, right? I met him, I asked him where Bob is, and he said he's coming soon, and lo and behold, we actually got Bob now in Tekken 8, right? The same can be said about last Alpha, last Saturday. I am not meeting, like, this is me, okay? This is my mentality, right? This is my mentality. I know not everyone is going to have the same opportunity, but in my position, you know, in my position right now, well, when I say I'm financially stable, you know, I say I'm financially doing well for myself at the moment. It's usually just one of those. I kind of need to wait until the big pay comes in. You know, like I kind of need to wait until that big bonus from our job comes into me. But sometimes it comes really, really slow, and it comes like usually the big paycheck comes after the things that you want to get has passed, you know, or there are some moments where you don't get that big paycheck and you need to spend money on something, whether it's a need or a want. And in this case, it's a want. Okay, so I'm not missing Hidaka Noriko whatsoever. Again, it's not FOMO, right? It has nothing to do with FOMO. It's legitimately I want to meet her because I grew up watching this woman in Inuyasha. She voiced a character I admired. She was also promoting a Detective Conan movie. No way. And not to mention the event was close to our home. No way I'm gonna miss that. No way I'm gonna miss that chance. And I'm really glad that I got to meet her. And a little fun fact, guys, I actually asked her to do one line from Kikyo, and she actually did. She said, "Shine Inuyasha." Yeah, she said that in front of my face, and I was super happy about it. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't take pictures in the hall, you know, during our meeting, because it was a little bit like security was a little bit tight in that event. But we did have a group photo, and I'm gonna post it after. You know, I'm gonna post it on the YouTube community for you guys to see it. Valid, yeah, Yoni. So, whoa, hello, Doomspace, Senor Profar. How are you doing, Senor Doomspace? Hope you're doing good as well. Spider-Man 2 on PS5, I haven't played it, so I don't have any opinion about it. You went Yuzo Koshiro? Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if you know this fact about Basara Masamune in Japan, but one of the governor candidates in Sapporo City used Masamune's wallpaper in his election campaign. That's actually pretty interesting. Low-key regret that, yeah. But alas, let's just say I can't get bold with my decision. Yeah, you and I both, buddy. Hello, Marksmania. What's up, y'all? I'm playing Guilty Gear Strive. Nice. First time, and I'm trying to do combos. I'm confused beyond belief. Just normal kicks is called 5K, and there's 6S and 5D8, and so on. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Guilty Gear, so I can't give any advice in regards to combos. I actually rarely play ArcSys fighting games. But usually when it comes to fighting games, again, I'm not much of a competitive fighter, as in like online competitive. I mostly play casual versus CPU. But when it comes to fighting games, I try to develop my sense for that game first before going on combos. Take Tekken for example. Again, this is not a pro FG player advice, but in my experience at least, when it comes to fighting games, before you go into combos, try to get the sense of the fighting game itself first, if you know what I'm saying. Like, try to know at least what you're doing. And I'm sure a lot of professional fighting game players would say the same. If you're new to fighting game, don't worry about combos, okay? Worry more about, how to develop that gaming sense in the fighting game that you are playing. That's all that matters, as long as you're happy? Yeah, pretty much. Again, not just as long as you're happy, as long as you don't fuck other people, you know? I know that sounds wrong, but you get what I'm saying. Like, me spending money on Hidaka Noriko, okay, did not fuck over someone. Street Fighter and Tekken felt more natural. Well, natural is kind of like, you can say a subjective thing. It always depends on how, it depends on your game sense. Like, the game becomes natural because you've developed the sense for it. It's not that it's natural, then you can easily develop the sense. It's the other way around. Alright. Yeah, the only thing, by the way, Pete, the only thing I was kind of disappointed, the meet and greet with Hidaka Noriko was at the same time with Dave Rogers' live performance. So I wasn't able to attend the Dave Rogers live performance because I was at another hall doing the meet and greet with Hidaka Noriko. But at least I got a photo. You know, he was able to photobomb my camera, and that was for you, Pete. Like how Mortal Kombat fighting games kind of suck intuitively. Hey, I disagree there, Mega. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. You know, I don't like getting called out like that. I'm a big, like, if anything, I get the, I actually get the intuitiveness for Mortal Kombat a little easier than Street Fighter or Tekken. I know it sounds strange because I played a lot of Mortal Kombat 9. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat Armageddon back in the day. So I kind of like, it was easier for me to develop some kind of like intuition for Mortal Kombat. I'll specify modern. Felt sluggish. I don't find it, okay, call me crazy, maybe because I have a bias towards Mortal Kombat. I don't find MK11 or MK1 that sluggish, okay? Now, it is slower compared to Mortal Kombat 9. I think Mortal Kombat 9 is the best game in the series, and I feel like that also has the best balance in the entire series. It feels super slow compared to Mortal Kombat X. You know how fast that game is. But again, personally, I don't find it that sluggish. In fact, again, maybe it's a personal bias. I actually prefer the control, like you could say, how Mortal Kombat 1 is played than Mortal Kombat 11. Again, that's just me. Yes, the cameo thing is kind of annoying a bit, you know, but I just kind of like how it plays in Mortal Kombat 1. And not to mention, like, personally, instead of a cameo thing, I'd rather have them bring back tag team from Mortal Kombat 9. I don't know why NRS did not bring back tag teams for later Mortal Kombat games, X, 11, and 1. Nidal, welcome to the stream, buddy. The game is, well, let's see. The game is perfectly fine, casual play. I got interested in playing it a bit more seriously, like learning combos and all. I did learn one combo, but getting it took a lot of brain power. But that's fighting games for you. Mortal Kombat is pretty unintuitive for me. Again, it comes down to your personal preference. Intuition is when you get to develop the sense, in my opinion at least. Like, if you can get the sense of that game, then you're intuitive. Like, you can develop the intuitive when you get the sense of it. Tekken particularly feels very natural because I can agree to that. I actually agree to that. I feel like Tekken is the most natural. Is the most natural out of all. Even though I said Mortal Kombat, like I had a little easier time getting into Mortal Kombat. Block button, yeah, I know. In Mortal Kombat, again, especially if you're used to playing Tekken, Street Fighter, or most 2D fighting games, having a block button feels a bit weird. Now, block buttons are not a Mortal Kombat thing. There are other games with block buttons. Soul Calibur, Virtua Fighter, Dead or Alive. They have a separate block button instead of pushing the back button, right? It's your time. Wish I could gain a sense like that for Virtua Fighter because I still don't know how to play it professionally. I love fighting games, but that's one of the hardest to learn. Exactly. Like, Virtua Fighter is one of those games, in my opinion. It's one of those games that is easy to get into, but difficult to learn. Because Virtua Fighter, you only have 3 buttons, right? You have punch, kick, and block. Now, block can also be used to counter, right? Can also be used to parry. Now, punches and kicks, again, they have different variations. Like, yeah, you can do dash punch, you can do crouch punch, and then you can have, like, with those 2 buttons alone and also the D-pad, you can actually have different variations of combos or different variation of moves. That's why I feel like it's more. That's why I feel like with Virtua Fighter is pretty technical with its simplicity. It's in Tekken, like, you can perform combos by performing different buttons. Like, you have 2 punches and 2 kicks. In Virtua Fighter, you need to manage those combos with very limited amount of button, and also you need to yank the D-pad a little bit more, if you know what I'm saying, right? Again, it's complex because of its simplicity. I don't know. I know I sound like I'm speaking nonsense here, but again, if you played Virtua Fighter, you know what I'm saying. If Dynasty Warriors 1 didn't disarray from fighting games, would it become like Soul Calibur? I don't think so. Okay, because Dynasty Warriors 1 came out at a time where the fighting game scene is very competitive. Like, you got so many fighting games competing with each other. You got Tekken, Soul Calibur, Virtua Fighter, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. So Koei decided to change the genre for Dynasty Warriors to hack and slash because they know they were not going to be competing with those games, competing with the endless amount of fighting games. Now, if You know, if they did not change the genre and Dynasty Wars 2 was still a fighting game, I think it's just gonna be I think it's just going to be the same thing. They're just gonna drown in a sea of better fighting games, right? I'm not saying Dynasty Wars 1 is a bad game. I'm just saying that compared to other fighting games at the time, Dynasty Wars 1 is pretty lacking. After exam, go to con? Yeah, go for it. Hey, Bubs, welcome to the stream, buddy. The combos and general movements are what ruins it for me when it comes to special attacks and button inputs. They're all good. Older MK games feel stupid nowadays because you're doing combos when pressing faster. Yeah, like Mortal Kombat, like especially original trilogy Mortal Kombat, they were not meant to be competitive fighters. Now, this may be a hot take for me. I like the original trilogy of Mortal Kombat, but and again, you know, they have their merits. A lot of people dunk on the PS2 Mortal Kombat games. Oh, they're not as good as the original trilogy. Their characters are not as memorable as the original trilogy. Some of them are valid points, but in my opinion at least, the PS2 Mortal Kombat games are actually has more combat depth than the classic trilogy of Mortal Kombat. Again, that might be a hot take, you know. If some people disagree with me, I know a lot of people will disagree with me. If you hate me for saying that, God bless you. Dead or Alive is actually pretty unique with a dedicated counter button. Yeah. They switch, let's be real, the best fighting game is Dynasty Wars 1. They switched not only because of the high competition, but also they were kind of new to the scene, which made them lose by default. Yeah, that makes sense. Hello, bro. Welcome, Tantio. First Dynasty Wars played was 2 on PS2. My mind was blown back in the day. It felt so cool to be playing in a big battle. Yeah, exactly. My first Dynasty Wars game was 4. And I was actually blown away with not only like playing a big battle, but the amount of roster the game has. Like, to me, back in 2003, a game with 43 characters was impressive. If I remember correctly, Shenmue was also pretty robust in fighting moves. It even has a dodge button, and it wasn't even that much of a fighting game, more like a detective simulator. Yes. Well, because Shenmue was made by the same developer as Virtua Fighter, right? Suzuki. Yeah, exactly. Peter said it best. Alright, next battle. Nagashino.
いらっしゃいませ。ゆっくり見ていってくださいね。たくさんのおか。
夢を見ていた。桶狭間での部位は信長の名を世に知らしめた。波動をなすなどとくだらぬことは言わぬ。だがこの戦国乱世は武の力により開かれた。力が開きし戦国乱世をより強大な力によりねじ伏せられるべきよ。ゆえに信長は天下に武を敷くと宣ずる。それが世の望み、そしてこの信長の望みだ。秀吉、家康、光秀、勝家、忠勝。ここにわしは信長たるゆえんをなさんがため、武田を打ち滅ぼし、この長篠に再び武を敷く。全軍開幕だ。板ぶり、名ぶり、そして武田のすべてを根から絶やせ。
Alright, sorry, I have to keep quiet. Nobunaga was aura farming. Nita, if Koei didn't change the game genre from fighting game to hack and slash, we wouldn't get Musou games. I agree. The best decision they ever made. Like, in fact, if they did not change the genre from fighting game to hack and slash, we wouldn't be here. Right? For me, Dynasty Warriors 3 was the entry to Dynasty Warriors, and loved that game since. By the way, fun fact, the German VA for the game was way more competent compared to the English. They really went all in. I've listened to some of the German clips for Dynasty Warriors 3. It's actually pretty funny. It's actually pretty fun. Profar respect Nobunaga's cutscenes. Yep. Feel the power of my magic. Now, for me, my favorite line in Dynasty Warriors 3 is Great King, flee. I don't know why that cracks me up. For me, it was Dynasty Warriors 2. Koei Tecmo revolutionized the hack and slash genre. They kind of did. Or if you want to go even, if you want to go even older, how many of you guys have played Xena Warrior Princess for the PlayStation 1? To me, that was Dynasty Warriors before Dynasty Warriors. There was some pretty, I also found out that there was a hack and slash game on the PS1 that was quite similar to Devil May Cry. It was called Rising Zen, Samurai Gunman. That was DMC on PS1. My true entry friend of Dynasty Warriors is 6. Say what you want about Dynasty Warriors 6, but I feel like Dynasty Warriors 6 has its ups. Dynasty Warriors 6 is one of those games that I've gone to appreciate it as time goes by. Like, I appreciate Dynasty Warriors 6 even more, despite the flaws that it has. Even to this day, Dynasty Warriors 6 is probably one of the prettiest looking Dynasty Warriors games in the series. That was mostly a platforming game. What, Xena Warrior Princess? Yeah, I mean, there was some platform. Yeah, I don't think there was platform in Xena Warrior Princess. The one, hack and slash PS1 game that had platforming that I remember was Ninja Shadow of Darkness. I wasn't even alive back then. I know. Dynasty Warriors 6 had the unfortunate life of being after Dynasty Warriors 5. Yep, DW5 is the GOAT. By the way, it was Taifu that made me hate platform games. I know Taifu, but I haven't played that game. Was it stressing you out or something? Dude, if you want to go, if you want a good platformer, play Demon Tides. I just 100% it. Nice. I'm considering it. Alright, let's go north.
様には指一本触れさせる。覚悟せよ。押してまいる。
Oh, it was mostly the weird camera angle. Personal goatee, nice. Smash, smash, smash! Alright, Sumo, give me your best shot. Most of the time, the camera go behind walls and you can't see where you're jumping. That's annoying. That's pretty annoying. The axe. Dude, the camera gravity makes for the worst double boss fight in any game. True. You know, the biggest challenge of classic video games, camera. Yeah, it's never a good time where most of the time you spend in the game is fighting the camera instead of, you know, fighting the challenge in the game. It's why I'm not it's kind of why I'm not against fixed camera angles. Well, when it's done right, it's, you know, it's okay. Sure. Totally. Alright, let's take out the rest of the Takeda army. Profar, I'm gonna hit you with the old, since I'm cursed with it. What? I like that throw. Let's go. Did you know barely any new gamerlings know what the tank controls are? That's interesting. Like, okay, what was the last game that had tank controls? Not in no, I'm not talking about tank games. Actual tank games. I mean, it's just how the way it is, you know. But I remember there was a horror game with tank controls, like an indie horror game. I forgot because I remember a fellow streamer, Severe Outcome, played that game. I forgot the name though. Bubsy. Oh, don't mention that game. That game sucks. Hey, Stick, welcome to the World of Tanks. No, World of Tanks. Hey, Stick, welcome to the stream. No, don't. Bubsy 3D sucks. Sorry for all of you two Bubsy 3D fans out there. All right. Mostly older Resident Evil game, but again, there was an indie horror game that used that kind of style, but I forgot the name. Yeah, that's the one. Stick, Tormented Soul. And I heard a lot of good stuff, a lot of good praises on that game. Also, I think Alone in the Dark for the Xbox 360 also had tank controls. I remember playing Obscure the Aftermath. It's an interesting horror game. Like I kind of wish there was more horror games with tank controls where you can play co-op, like Obscure. Don't know why that wasn't a thing back in the day. Like that wasn't like a popular thing back in the day. Yeah, Obscure, exactly. I wonder why there are not a lot of horror games like Obscure. Horror co-op games. Alright, let's finish this. They're actually releasing Bubsy 3D with proper 3D controls. Yeah, indie tends to show a lot more creativity. Why? Because they are limited. That's why. Limitation brings creativity, not freedom. People always think, oh, I need a lot of more creative freedom, or I need a lot more. I need a lot to be creative. No. If anything, with limited resources, you can get creative because you find ways to, you find ways to optimize the things that you have instead of constantly looking for the things you don't have. If that makes sense. There's like 2 other Resident Evil style games on Steam. I got them wishlist, but don't remember the names right now. I see. Let's go. Madachikara. Okay. Let's finish this battle. RE5 used tank controls despite the third person. I guess you can call that like over the shoulder tank controls. Let's finish this battle. Ora! Alright, there's Katsuyori. Let's finish him. Finally. I think what we understand of tank controls is simple. Forward is character, forward is character forward, and back character back, and the sides returning, so I guess that makes sense. I don't like Google AI giving me answers. It requires me to scroll more to find out actual sources. True. It's so dumb. Only level 1 weapons. Yeah, weapon drop rate. The weapon drops are kind of BS in this game.
いらっしゃいませ。いい品がたくさんあるので、ぜひ見ていってください。たくさんの。
Right. Let's continue. Alright, Battle of Odani Castle. I'm surprised we do Nagashino first, then Odani. It's usually the other way around. Go. Overall, Katsuie is a pretty fun character. I really like his twin axe moveset. And he actually moves rather agile with this weapon. Let's help the southern officers first. The southern isn't safe yet. The south isn't safe yet. Okay. Alright, Hideyoshi. I'm coming to save you. Let's go! Bang, 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 bang. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys heard the news. You know, I'm a fan of Kingdom Hearts, and I just learned that the voice actress, an English voice actress for Kairi, passed away at a relatively young age as well, 36 years old. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna say it to you. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, and I want to remind you guys as well that please take care of your health, take care of your safety. You know, we all need you here, or someone out there needs you right now. So please, always take care of yourself. Rest our soul, yeah, indeed. Can you just enter the castle? What are you waiting for? Well, you have trouble fighting one peon? Come on, man. Alright, now let's take care of Yasakura. Huh. Huh. No, thank you. Go. Take care of Asakari Ishikagi. Right, that takes care of the Asakura. Hey, Peaks, welcome to the stream. Between this version of and the Basara version, what do you think has a strong Lancelot energy? Well, I'd say Basara version because Nagamasa wasn't dead. Here, at least he had to wait until Nagamasa dies. Welcome to the stream, Masune. I'm also currently playing 2XL. Nice, nice. Who are you playing, by the way? Are you playing Katsuie too? Profar, going one stream without mentioning Sengu Basara? Difficulty. Well, he started first. Masamune started first. That wasn't on me. God damn it, was wait. No Hime? Yeah, mercenary mode is easily one of the weakest weakest side of Summer Wars 2. Rest in peace, Screaming Mad George as well. Legendary special effect artist. Yeah, unfortunate. God rest his soul. It's basically extreme mode, but worse. Wait, what the? Did you guys see that? Did you see his C2 on the horse? Look at this. One, like, dude sent them flying. Look at that, like a, I'm gonna play 4XL. Oh, Dynasty Wars 4? Nice. I'm making the big move and getting a Switch 2, all just for one game. And what game is that? Ocarina of Time remake? Hey, hopefully I'm getting one. I'm getting the Switch 2 as well. Hopefully, if I can get it by the end of the year. Yeah, and I want to play Ocarina of Time remake. That's easily the first game I want to play on a Switch 2. I mean, it's okay. Like, I don't blame anyone to do that. You know? If you have the money to do it, go for it. Busted. I'm getting it now before... Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a good choice. Get it before the price goes insanely up. Well, for us here in Indonesia, the price is going to go down by December because Nintendo is going to finally be official here. They're gonna use regional prices. Right. I will wait for the Switch later. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, let's finish this battle. Again, at the end of the day, it's a preference. To be honest though, I'll probably get Kirby Air Riders to at least use it before Ocarina. For me, I want to get Ocarina of Time Remake and Mario Kart World. I know there's some people who say, oh, Sonic Racing Crossroads is better than Mario Kart World. Yeah, I know, okay? I just like Mario Kart World. Okay, I just like Mario Kart. I have a bias towards Mario. Can't you not see from my avatar? No. It's a console with number 6. What, Xbox 360? That's a console with a number 6 too, right? Or a Nintendo 64? Or Commodore 64? Hup. Ow. Alright, let me finish this first. Okay. I'm playing a Super Mario Sunshine mod called Eclipse. It's awesome. If you added mechanics for the nozzles and extra levels, you can also get other levels with levels themselves. That's interesting. Again, I think I need to... Yeah, I haven't beat Super Mario Sunshine. I think I need to go to that game. Honestly, Stick, I've been coming back to Super Mario Odyssey lately. Trying to 100% that game. And then get all the moons. Some stages are pretty damn annoying to get moons. Yeah, some of the requirements can get really annoying in Super Mario Odyssey. Let's go. Throw. Smash. Last 3D Mario I played was Galaxy, but Odyssey looks fun. Which Galaxy, 1 or 2? I haven't played 2. I mean, we streamed 1, right? I have 100% Galaxy 1 with both Mario and Luigi. Galaxy 1 is amazing. But my GOAT is still Mario 64. Because why not? Or Nagamasa. Ah, 1, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you and take your wife. Oh, they added Luigi? Nice, nice. God damn it, Lancelot. Funny, Nagamasa is the one with the lance, not not Katsuie. There you go. X Drake versus LOL. Ah, finally got a second level weapon and a third one. I want to use the second one first. Fall off the Takeda. I'm surprised they skipped Tedorigawa for him.
利家殿らのご活躍により羽柴軍は連戦連勝。秀吉殿は美月がうちには西の敵すべて下してみせると豪語しております。
勝家、うぬの利家が話ぞ。言う言葉はなきか。ござらぬ。あやつにはまだ伝ええぬことがござれば。うぬは何を望む？それはおののふが死にざまなり。それがうぬの望みか。
By the way, dude, I gotta say, you have to try Neo 3 too. Considering. But I haven't played any of the Neo games. I haven't even played Neo 1. Alright, fighting Takeda. Yeah, the sake spike.
盛況を誇った武田も小城に追い込まれたものに
全軍に命ず滅ぼし尽くす
Not wrong way.
上野城は自然の要因見えない敵が思わぬところにつながって
Not too late. I'm buffed.
によって真田正幸
I really want to say Neo Team Ninja really improved the gameplay. As they should. Interested in Phantom Blade? I haven't... Not yet. I haven't watched the gameplay or the trailer. There is a good hack and slash game that I've seen. It's called Tides of Annihilation. I think that game looks good.
私よりをいじめるものではないわ梅田は守りが固い私が正面から門を追ってよ
The story is mid though and funny at times, but hey, I take that. Ah, I see Neo 3 elevated you. Nice. By the way, do you use a created character on Neo 3 or do you use like a preset character? Like William in Neo 1? Because I know Neo 2 uses a created character, right? We are also getting a Wolong 2. Somewhere next year, I do believe. Neo 1 is the only one you play as a given character? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Wolong gotta play that again? Yeah, so please get off that horse. You're blocking my way.
こんなものかここで武田が滅べば今しかない
He's heavy, that's why. So, Though not gonna lie, Neo to me is honestly one of the best Souls-like games in the gameplay element that I don't want to say evolve in its own a ton. I see. They know peeps want to make their own character in a Souls-like game, so that's a good change. But, you know, having a preset character also can be good if you're making a story-driven game. Again, at the end of the day, you gotta know your game design. You gotta understand the why instead of just the what. That's what my friend told me when it comes to game designs. Why do you make a certain mechanic this way? Why do you have this in your game? Not just the what. Oh, because you know, I'm having a character creation because it's a Souls game. That's the what. But why are you putting created character in your game? Again, I think like maybe the way I see it, you're the more experienced when it comes to as a Neo player. Maybe Neo 1 was heavier in terms of the story. That's why they use a preset character as a playable. Pardon, ran out of space. What I mean is they elevated formula many peeps making Souls-like tend to avoid in a way. Ah, I see. Definitely curious about the next installment of the Black Myth Wukong developers. I heard rumors about that, you know. I heard rumors that they're making a Black Myth Neza. Yeah, Neza is another character in Chinese mythology. I heard they're making that, okay, as their next project. We'll see. Masaya Takatsuka? Takatsuka Masaya? Ah, the voice actor for Kanbei and Kanetsugu, right? Happy birthday to him. I'm actually more curious about the sequel to First Light Stick, because for the next James Bond game, it's not going to be with IO Interactive. It's going to be with Amazon Games, which, you know, I have several concerns about that. There's a trailer teaser for it. I see. Right, focus. Defeated the Hojo. I believe it was for the immersion. Oh, damn. Feel like your own person? I see. When it comes to create your own character, that makes sense. Yeah, again, I like games when you can create your own character. Since also Neo 2 and Neo 3 actually make your character part of the story. Neo 2 are Hyde and you have a partner named Yoshi Toyotomi. You can guess the relevance there. I see. Okay, let's focus back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Huh. Tatanaka Tasuku, and he is. Hey, Bumburu Fambir, welcome to the stream. All right, let's take out the Takeda. Karetsugu Uesugi. I mean, my character kind of fudged at first and said people called him Hyde because that's what they yelled when they saw him. Oh, Ultraman Z. Okay. Ha! Nice move. 1, 2, 4. Katsuie is pretty damn reckless. Not too long. There's a one-eyed dragon. Okay. Let's take the castle. Let's finish the rest of the soldiers on screen. Zest is ending in 2 weeks. I can't wait for mice. Yeah. I believe in my dream. Still never get tired of that. I believe in my dream. There looks cringe there. Nah, it's me material. I know. it's supposed to be cringe, I guess. I still have no idea how Six got out. No one used Xtreme for him. Okay. No, you know how he got out? He screamed Sayako. Sayako! That's how he got out. Tachibana-san. Probably his only motivation is to get out. Right, let's get inside the castle. Go. When will Virgil join Summer Warriors? Never. We gotta have him fight Nobunaga and use the Judgment Nut. Yep. All the routes are blocked. There is a crossover between Sengoku and Devil May Cry in the form of a stage play. Virgil actually fought Mitsuhide, Basara Mitsuhide. I'm happy Kasumi Hasegawa is back. But where's her glasses? It's her charm. Who's Kasumi? I'm sorry, who's Kasumi Hasegawa again? You should play Warriors Archie 3 Ultimate and Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. Yes, I did. I played both of them. Warriors Archie 3 Ultimate is my most played Steam game at this point. Sengoku Basara... Yoni, check my channel. I've played every Sengoku Basara game in this channel. I've covered Sengoku Basara. I made Sengoku Basara videos. I've played Sengoku Basara games 1, 2, 2 Heroes, 3, or Basara Samurai Heroes, 3 Utage, 4 Sumeragi, Sana de Yukimura Den. Every single Basara game I've played in this channel. Not just every single game. For Basara 3 and Basara 4, every single character. Morphonia and King Oger. Oh, okay. I haven't watched King Oger. Yeah, you don't need, like, I appreciate you recommend me Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, but you know, I'm already a big Basara mark myself. You don't need to remind me to play a Basara game. I've played every single one of them. You very much did, yeah. Did a marathon of Sengoku Basara 3 years in a row. Okay, I think I have my fair share with Sengoku Basara. What do you think of Gao? Wait, Gao Ranger has a new mech? What? I like Gao Icarus in terms of the mech. No, I'm not gonna play the PSP ones. I don't really like the PSP ones. Devil King so probably forgot to mention. Yep. As it should. He left forgotten. I spent years playing Warriors Archie 3 Ultimate and I'm still not finished. Most of my characters are max. Yeah, same goes with me. half of the roster for Wars Oichi 3 is max. Level 99 and 9 stars. Yeah, half of the roster. I still have halfway more to go. Yeah, I love Wars Oichi 3 Ultimate. I love it so much, I forgot what outside is. Larkin Bramble. Shitemaru. Let's find Masayuki. Lady Butterfly, Scorpion, yeah. Who was the genius behind those names? Yeah. I don't know. Huh. Son of Brothers. They're being slaughtered. Somebody stop them now. Okay. Oh. Karasu. Where's the fun in that, Yoni? The fun of Musou games to me is unlocking things. If you're gonna play someone else's save file, where's the fun in that? That's just me. Yeah, I 100% boss out of 4 Sumeragi on stream, by the way. Yeah, I max every single character in that game. Everyone is level 999. Ah, thank you, Sumo guy. Moody's voice is carved into my Moody. $1,000 chaos. Nice. I mean, I can't read Japanese too, but again, the more you play it, the more you develop the game sense. It just kind of became natural at some point for me with Shibata. Yeah, thanks for stealing my kill again. Hello, Bamboo. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Yeah, long time no see too. Good to see you here. Let's finish up. Let's finish Masayuki. Don't blame me. I had no idea Basai existed. I know. I'm not blaming you, of course. I blame Capcom. Ha! Ha! After defeating Ranma in Seigubasara on Noji stage, no, daijoubu desu ka, Ranmaru? Meanwhile, no, he was shouting Ranmaru-kun. Devil Kings, yeah. Okay. No Devil Kings. Okay. Final stage. Battle of Shibata
いらっしゃいませ。ゆっくり見ていってくださいね。たくさん。
天正10年
Nah, don't do that.
今日本能寺織田信長は家臣明智光秀の謀反に遭い紅蓮の炎に消えた。
It's a question I'm asking as well, Stick.
おじき開けてくれ。秀吉とおじきどっちかってんなら俺はおじきを取る。それが仁義だ。簡単なことじゃねえか。だから俺を中に入れてくれ。ならぬ。なんでだよおじき。ずっと一緒にやってきたじゃねえか。何が変わったってんだ。一体何が違うってんだよ。
時代だ。大殿が失われた時一つの時代が終わった。時代が次にわしに滅びを欲するならそれだけの話だ。
秀吉に目そらすなって言われたよ。おじきんとこ飛び出したのは俺だ。俺が自分で決めたことだ。けど俺はおじきに恩返したくって、俺の成長を見てほしくって秀吉んとこ行ったんだ。その気持ちは今も変わらねえ。時代が変わったって俺の気持ちは変わらねえんだ。だから俺は目そらしてでも俺は聞いてんのか。聞いてんなら返事くらいしやがれ。おじきなあおじき。じき
行ってしまいましたか。それで良いのですか。利家にせめて
同じことを何度も言わせるな。 許しくだされ。ごめん。
Can we please make a petition to bring back the color palette option for costumes in future Warriors games? I can agree to that. We have color palettes option in Warriors Orgy 3 and Summer Wars 3. I hate the fact that in Summer Wars 5 you have to pay DLC just to get an alternate color. When back in the day, you know, it was free. Oichi Zugadake fighting the Toyotomi. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Summer Wars 2 has the best cinematics in the entire series. Menora, welcome to the stream, buddy. Shibata could be Neo Shibata. The chat Shibata. He did a torture act. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Lex Luger style. Ugh. He does some wrestling moves. Green hair. He can also do the final atomic buster. Look. Yeah, he's doing professional wrestling moves here. Argentine backbreaker. A backbreaker. 2, 3, 4. I always love pro wrestling moves in Summer Wars and Dynasty Warriors. Oh, you're gonna love Hideyoshi and Seigo Basara, trust me. Kazuya just yelled, Oichi-sama, I ain't rocking with that, bro. Needs to apologize to her ASAP. Can't imagine the anguish of someone actually getting their back broken like that in actual battles. Ooh, yes. I know how back pains are. Trust me. At my age, you know what back pains are. Alright, let's go. Hello, Roland. Welcome to the stream. Can't do the Mexican Destroyer Panama Sunrise, though. Mexican Destroyer. Like, are there any difference between... okay, are there any, like... or is just, like, a slight variation between... There's a Mexican Destroyer, Panama Sunrise, and also Canadian Destroyer. It's literally just a Destroyer. With different names. It's kind of like Super Kick, right? There's the Sweet Chin music, and there's the Super Kick, which is basically just the same. Let's use that backbreaker again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha! Quack! Kinikubasa! Man, if I took Cairo lessons back in the day. Kiniku Buster is really bad for glutes. Is there still hope for a new Basara? Not sure. Again, up to Capcom, not up to me. But I'm actually pretty content with what Basara is right now. Samoa Joe showed it somehow, yeah. Oh yeah, not just Samoa Joe, ask Tyson Kidd. If you want to know how bad the Kiniku Buster is, go ask Tyson Kidd. Let's just hope. Yeah, I'm coping as well. Well, if we can do something besides sitting around and praying. Let's go. Yeah, they're focusing on Resident Evil remakes. That's true. You know, like I've said it before, I think, right? My favorite Resident Evil character. Yeah, I know Leon is the most popular character, especially among females. There goes Resident Evil. But my favorite Resident Evil character is Barry Burton. That sandwich-eating big red guy is my favorite Resident Evil character. Man, and I love him in Resident Evil Revelations 2. I am so glad that he's one of the protagonists for that game. We need more Barry Burton. Yeah, Barry Burton's a legend. Hello, Kim Vaughn, welcome. Still playing Basar from time to time? Yeah, same. I think I'm gonna play Summer Wars 4. Summer Wars 4 is a good game. I think it's one of my favorites. I just looked it up. The Mexican Destroyer, Panama Sunrise, Canadian Destroyer, and Code Red shares a similar setup but differ in how they landing and impact. Ah, I see. Yeah, again, it's a slight variation of the same moves. Code Red, yeah, that's the one the Amazing Red do, right? That's Amazing Red's signature move, which also was used by John Cena. But yeah, Amazing Red was the first one. I mean, the name itself is a giveaway. Barry Burton and his silly dad jokes. Fun fact, Barry Burton was actually close friends with Joseph Kendo, and he recommended Kendo to make weapon as a standard for stars. Is Joseph Kendo a Resident Evil character? Again, help me out here with the lore. To be honest, it's funny if the reason Capcom avoid Dino Crisis remake is just because modern Dino theory is they are giant birds rather than giant lizards. Now, they stopped making Dino Crisis ever since Dino Crisis 3 on Xbox, right? According to a lot of people, that game was an absolute train wreck. Smash it up. No, you don't. Dino keep changing shape. Oh, I just watched your short with Harada-san on the other day. How do you feel about him leaving Bamco? You know, it's unavoidable. I feel like Harada and Bamco have long parted ways. I feel like Harada had. It's one of those Kojima Konami situations, honestly. Like Harada has been, you know, like in a disagreement, you could say, with Bamco, and it shows. I think his dispute with Bamco came all the way back since Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And that's why he's in SNK now. But I'm glad I could finally meet him before he left Tekken. Capcom recently renewed Dino Crisis license. That means the remake is surely coming. We'll see. Yeah, DC3 is also an Xbox exclusive. Oh, by the way, did you know that Resident Evil 4 was originally meant to be a Nintendo GameCube exclusive? Yeah, Tekken is not going to be the same without Harada and the rest of his original team. That's for sure. Now, is it going to be better or worse? Only time will tell. But from the updates I've heard and seen, it's not looking good. Yes, Resident Evil 4 was originally meant to be a Nintendo GameCube exclusive. So if you check the GameCube box art for RE4, you can see the labels only for GameCube. But it got too successful that Resident Evil 4 ended up released in everywhere. Yeah, in every single console you have Resident Evil 4 now. Not just the 6th generation console. You got it on GameCube, you got it on PS2, you got it on Xbox, you got it on the Wii, you got it on the PS3, you got it on every single console out there has Resident Evil 4. Right? I don't know, your grandma's toaster maybe has Resident Evil 4. Yeah, it's like GTA 5. It got ported everywhere. Can't miss on that success train, yeah. Because, you know, Resident Evil remake, Resident Evil 1 remake and Resident Evil 0 was also a GameCube exclusive originally. But then the HD version came out and it's now on all consoles. Dude, my dog has it. Yeah, exactly. My radio has DRE4. And RE4 GameCube is the only version of RE4 where they didn't remove the melee animation on Ashley, so when an enemy was stunned, she can suplex Granado. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's finish Hideyoshi.
残る敵はわずかです。
西畑が軍を飛ばしぶつけよう。
Yeah, Harada, I agree with you, Minoru. Harada left for sure. That's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting with Harada leaving Bandai Namco. Like, he was not happy with Bamco's decision making. Again, like I said, it's pretty much another case of Konami and Kojima.
見事取ってみや。絶対やらねえ。言ったんだ。そう思い込みして時代に準じる仁義はねえ。いざ。
Nokia has
越え
RE4.
るべき壁は高く厚くの時期入れ
Yeah, Tekken 8 is not with Harada anymore.
打ち取ったり勝負打ち取ったり
But he's cooking a new game? Yeah. That's what I've heard. That's what I heard in SNK. Is that why Ogre is a girl? Oh, Miyari-Zo? Not sure if that was Harada's decision or not. Yeah, we don't. Do you think Harada was lying about Heihachi Mishima is completely dead? Yes. Ain't no way, okay? Ain't no way Heihachi died. Ain't no way Heihachi dies in a volcano. You know, nobody, like, none of the the Mishima family is immune to volcano. I still baffled of any checkmark tweet accounts mentioned that Tekken 8 comes to Fortnite. I will not be surprised with that. Honestly, I will not be surprised if that becomes a thing. In the end, everything goes to Fortnite. Hideyoshi-san. This is a fight. Oh, I got a voice crack there. This is a fight to change the world. Yeah, she's like Kaido from One Piece, yeah. That damn voice crack, sorry. This is the fight to change the world. I want to change the world. 風の駆け抜けて何も恐れずに Gotcha. That's a good crack. Oh, there's a moment for you.
申し上げます。羽柴軍の援軍接近中。
そうか。もはや我々に敵を食い止める力は残っておらぬ。みんな。
If I was maybe 3 years younger when Fortnite came out, I might have been into it. But very glad that's not the case. Ah. A nice unique, a nice different different victory pose in Shizugatake. Some Kazuya role player on YouTube when Heihachi returns. Harada, you bastard! Come on, like, there's no way Heihachi's gonna miss second. We all know he's coming, you know? We all knew Heihachi's gonna be back one way or another.
Shibata Katsuie, 巨上に退き、自ら火を放たり。約束しまたる首上げし者、大中なりとのおげーち。おじき教えよく見ておけ者の負が死にざまをそして知れわぬしの親父が背負ってきた重みを
分かったよ。おじきは強い。俺じゃかなわねえよ。だからこれからも俺にいろいろ教えてくれ。頼むおじき。
ならばわぬしに教えることはもうない気づけわぬしらが時代をそして時代の重みそうみで受け止めよ大殿我らが息子たちの時代高みより見物いたさん
Yeah, going out with a bang and following his lord. That's how Shibata appeared in Neo. Minor, no, don't Roblox. Don't. Screw that game. Ah, Honoji. Right, one last stage. Gonna rescue Nobunaga and Honoji. Roblox is a breeding ground for you know what. Who forgot to turn the ace? We're gonna rescue Nobunaga and Honoji. With Final Fantasy X, I used to not able to tell in-game graphics and pre-rendered cutscenes back in the day, owning a PS2, and now I feel dumb. I mean, don't feel dumb. Final Fantasy X, even after all these years, is still an amazing looking game. That game looks pretty clean. Like, the graphics were ahead of its time. I wouldn't blame you honestly for not knowing the difference. Never trusted Roblox yet. Alberto, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, we're finishing up in this final stage, dream stage. Remember how sad I was for finishing Final Fantasy X? Nice. It's such an amazing game. Been a long morning for me. Hey, I hope everything is okay there. Yeah, I hope you have a nice day still. 1, 2. They got the 200 KOs. Rescue Ranmaru. Better rescue Nobunaga after this. No, I haven't tried Mega Man X Genesis. In terms of a fan game, I've played Mega Man X8 Remake, and it's actually pretty incredible. Everything's fine. That's good to hear. Again, I want to take this time to appreciate you guys as well. Like, I've seen your positive comments on the last voice acting video I did for Simai. That was just like a random self-project I did. But yeah, you guys are having like all the nice things you say. Really appreciate it. And you know what? I might make some more. Like apparently, since you guys give a positive feedback, I might make some more. Who's after Shibata? You'll see. I actually prefer, again, Minora, I actually prefer that style of Mega Man X games, like the PS1 style, the 32-bit style over the 16-bit one. I would love to see Mega Man X8 remake on X4 style instead of X1. Do Ranmaru doesn't have a story. Ranmaru and Okuni doesn't have a story for whatever reason. Ginchio. Alright, let's run. I mean, you want me to voice act as Ginchio? What? I mean, voice. I might upload some Japanese voice acting as well, because I did some Japanese. Okay, so I did some Japanese voice acting for idol characters. You know, I did it for VS Ambivalence. I did it for Ensemble Stars or N Stars, and there's also a rap anime fan voice acting, of course. Rap anime we did with Limit Break. It's called Hypnosis Mic. Zhao Yun is the best one. I'll try Zhao Yun again if I feel like it. Okay, sure. I know Proto Man wouldn't make sense in X universe, but I would love to see him and Bass. Next character to play? Oh, okay. No, I'm not gonna go with Ginchio. If anything, Ginchio is still further away. You got it mixed, Prof? Oh, okay. Do Ranmaru. Oh, Ranmaru's voice acting. I don't know how his voice sounds like. Yeah, I mean Ranmaru and Ginchio have the same voice actors, by the way. In Summer Wars 2. Japanese voice actor. By the way, you know 99 Nights on Xbox 360, one of the best Musou games? Yeah, I know 99 Nights. I remember Lighty playing that. I want to try it myself. I need to rescue Nobunaga as soon as possible. Look at that, he's getting ganged up. Yeah, let's rescue Nobunaga first. That's our top priority. I tried it, but it's not appealing to me. Again, I haven't played it. I remember watching Lighty play that game during COVID. That was a long time ago. Don't worry, Nobunaga, I'm coming! Oh, Oichi's here. Let's go. No, I haven't played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. It was delisted on Steam, unfortunately. I might need to emulate that game. Backbreaker, Maybe do Sengobasa English dub, the voice act. I am considering, you know. I do want to try Kojuro's voice in English. I don't recommend it and don't care about the fans or people views. Again, I would love to play Rising Revengeance. It's just that the game is delisted on Steam. I heard a lot of good stuff about Rising Revengeance, and damn it, I can't even speak well. I heard a lot of good stuff about that game. Even a fellow Metal Gear content creator, the second act, told me, since I like Dynasty Wars, I should definitely try Rising Revengeance. I got to get some stuff on PS3 store before it closes, one such as Asura's Wrath DLC with the true ending after the store closes that will be lost forever. Yeah, thanks Sony. Maybe they already have, you know, ROMs of that for emulation. God bless emulation. Did someone say Revengeance? Yes. By the way, did you know the existence of Yoshitsune's Musou style game for PS2 is Japan only? Really? What's it called? The hack and slash on this game is really good, or is really great. I watch a documentary of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. It's called The Metal Gear That Never Was by, again, a fellow. Second act. Amazing guy, by the way. He makes really good Metal Gear Solid videos. You should definitely check him out. Genji? Oh no, Genji came out internationally. It's not Genji's not a Japanese exclusive. No, you don't. Sorry. I should play some of the Kamen Rider Battle War games, if only they're not stuck in PlayStation or and not Xbox, stuck in PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Wait, it's honestly it's not on Xbox. It's not on Xbox. It's on PlayStation, and Battle War 2 is on Wii U. Yoshitsune Euden? Ah, okay. Let me know. Can you share it? Share the info to me on Discord. I'll check it out. Genji, yeah, it's not Genji again. Genji is more of an Onimusha game. Genji is like an Onimusha game. Go. Hello, Diodo. Welcome to the stream. I play Genji. The only problem is the game is short. Ah, thanks. Let's go, Nobunaga. It's time for you to escape. Okay. Now to take out Mitsuhide. Yeah. Climax Scramble? Yeah, it's the Switch game. Or maybe you could try Memory of Heroes if you have a Switch. Or since you have the Switch.
いざ尋常に勝負。
柴田、どうかあなたは関係ない。
ごちゃごちゃうるさいわ、見ついて。この時代帰宅ば柴田の力で。 天下無双の物上げよ。
No, you don't. This is getting dangerous. Well, I'll check it up after this stream. Yoshitsune Eiyuden. That looks like an interesting title. Finally. Who's my favorite Kamen Rider? Faiz. I'm planning to play Memory of Heroes after I finish Climax Scramble, which probably only takes about 7 hours. Yeah, more or less. To finish the main campaign. Posted on Discord. Alright, I'll check it out. Which is basically Climax Heroes, but in the gameplay style of Gundam versus games. Yeah, I prefer just play Climax Heroes for me. Alright, that's the end of Katsuie's campaign. Alright, that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's a nice 2 hours and 42 minutes of streaming. Finished the entire campaign of Katsuie, and I think it's about time for me to get my rest. Faiz is good, yeah. Now, I'm not gonna go with the entire roster of Summer Wars 2. Probably I'm just gonna finish half of the roster because we're almost finished half of the roster for Summer Wars 2, and once I'm done with Summer Wars 2, for now, I'll probably play another game. Just to keep things fresh, you know? You don't need to master Japanese, just enjoy a game. Yeah. Alright, so, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. I'm still working on the Dynasty Wars 5 video. Again, I'm sorry if it takes a little while. I've been enjoying my days off, you know, out of the computer. I've been enjoying something else rather than, you know, making content on YouTube. But again, I'm still gonna do it regardless. Fellow siblings, yeah, thank you so much. If you want to support me a little bit more in terms of financials, we have a membership. Join the Superstar membership. You'll get some nice emotes for the live chat made by the talented artist Kyoni. If you want to hang out with the boys and girls on our community, we have a Discord server. Link to the Discord server is in the description below. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.